One of the most common mistakes that people make when installing spotlights into their bathroom is spacing. Spotlights should have enough space between them to not overpower the area they are lighting, but should not be too far apart so that dark spots appear. So how do you get the right balance? There are some really simple rules to follow to ensure you get this right every time. The best way to explain these are to break them down into the two most common areas for use with spotlights in bathrooms: plinths and ceilings. Before we start, it is important to remind everyone planning to add spotlights into their bathrooms that you must first consider the IP rating and IP zones of a bathroom to ensure that the products you intend to use are correctly certified. When it comes to plinth lighting, it's important to consider a few different factors, the first being corners. Corners of plinths can become dark and unsightly when lighting is not planned correctly. Plan your lighting starting from the corners and work inwards to avoid this problem. The way that plinths are planned depends a lot on the layout and size of a bathroom. Smaller bathrooms may only have a small plinth under a sink unit, others may have a large plinth around the base of a bath. When plinth lights are to be placed under cupboard doors, for example, in a vanity unit, if possible, it is often effective to place a plinth light at the centre of each cupboard door or drawer. This then lines up with the drawer handle or the centre of the unit and creates a sleek, uniform appearance. If the width of the doors or drawers are not consistent in size, then placing plinth lights approximately every 400 to 500 ml is best practice, always remembering to work from the corner as a starting point. When used on the plinth under a bath, a general rule of thumb would be to place them every 400 to 500 mm with the same gap on either side of the first and last plinth lights. When using ceiling downlights in any room, it is imperative that a clear and even pattern is used. If a sequence is not followed, the room can look strange and it can spoil the effect that could be created if they are installed correctly. Again, there are a number of things to consider when planning spotlighting in a bathroom ceiling, the first being the layout of your bathroom. If you follow the rule that no ceiling light should be placed within 2 foot from the edge of the ceiling, then no bathroom appliances or cabinetry should interfere or cover the fittings. If you mark 2 foot in from each wall, then plan subsequent lights 2 foot to the longitudinal and latitudinal position of the corner light. This will ensure an even spread of light. Of course, you must also account for the positioning of the joists in the room and ensure that your lighting creates an even and symmetrical grid system. If your room does not accommodate 2 foot of space between each ceiling light, you should still start with 2 foot gap from the edge of the ceiling, then, based on the amount of lights you want to install, divide up the space that is available and dot your lights evenly in between. It is often preferable to add a ceiling light inside a shower unit to create vital illumination in this space. If this is the case, then a light should be placed inside the unit and then spaced 2 foot outwards from that light. Again, it is imperative that any light used inside a shower unit has the correct IP rating to ensure it is safe.